Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of Zero Time Dilemma. Last episode, we finished up our puzzle room of the infirmary, and yeah, we popped open, strangely enough, a coffin case almost looking thing, a glass container with all the boxes of antidote. I guess I don't know how big the box is. We just only got like an example or a sample of the boxes for the yeah, we got the box of samples of the antidote while also having to test out which one will be the antidote for our poison, and so that was kind of the case where we're at with this. Yeah, I mean, otherwise we're just gonna have to guess which one, or kind of guess which antidote was our thing. The clue was that it would numb your tongue once you tasted it. So it is the thing that Akane got, which numbed her tongue a little bit. I don't know why my thing sometimes goes off. Alright, so I'm glad that they kind of gave us a log to revisit who the hell tasted what. So, E was on... So everyone had H. Don't know why everyone had to have H, but sure. And then G was both on Junpei and Carlos, but they didn't feel anything, so H and G are not it. Carlos and Junpei technically did not get anything at all, so C, D, and F don't count. Akane got D, but since Junpei got nothing, then it wouldn't be D either, so it would be B. So that's where I think B is the right answer from the last episode. So that's my guesstimation. I didn't even think about it. I just knew because she was the only one with the B in her name, and she said she felt numb, so I felt numbing, tingliness on the tongue. Tingliness could be something else too, but I don't really know. So the only answer is either A or B, so that's the only way to figure that out. And it is kind of interesting that they don't give the player the agency to decide that. They just give the agency to just decide after results of testing, method of testing that was given like a freebie answer of. It's not a bad thing, but it's kind of funny to me. But I'm going to choose the wrong answer first, because I want to see the worst ending first, and then see the other ending of this puzzle room to kind of get the thing. But yeah, we finished up the infirmary puzzle room, so that's all I could say from the last episode mostly. I won't read any more of the files, which I also started off in the last episode, in the cinema stuff. I'll save that for another episode, maybe further down the line. So, yeah. A. Choosing the wrong answer first, so we can see the bad ending, and then the game over ending probably, and then B for the ending to push us forward in as a team, I guess. So there is 6. Okay.
解毒剤は 100cc 必要だって言ってた。1本あたり 50cc ってことなんじゃないか。
I don't think so.
こいつはどう見ても 100cc だ。
Yeah, they're all 100.
じゃあ3本余るっていうのか。とにかくこいつで正解なんだな。カルロス。
ああ、間違いない。
No, you didn't. Goodbye, world.
俊平。
茜、しっかりしろ。
Sorry, folks. We're gonna have to end it all.
早く茜に薬を。
分かってる。
俺たちも。
I'm just thinking how stupid this is because we got the wrong one.
よし、飲むぞ。
Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna drink it and we're gonna still die anyways because I chose the game over ending first before we go to the correct ending. Nothing happens. Everyone just collapses anyways. More poison.
すまん、2人とも。
カルロス。てめえ。
I like how the ending is like, damn you, Carlos, you did that to us. It's just hilarious to me sometimes. I don't know, I just think that the way that went is just so silly. Game over. Yeah, okay. Alright, that was expected. That was entirely expected. Alright. we're on a new episode, so we're gonna do that. I don't know why the volume keeps getting lower on these UI instead of the scenes. The cutscenes are louder, but the thing is for some reason making it lower, I guess. I don't know why. Anyways, so yeah, I see. So it is that kind of thing where it is related to whatever that is on top. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So that means that we did the whole axe thing, I guess? No, we did the whole, yeah, we did the whole dice thing. So Team Carlos essentially went through this similar scenario 2 times where they have to, like, guesstimate or have a percentage guess on surviving. That's insane that they did it twice. Yeah. But this is also where Team D mostly exists, right? Like, Team D is, like, here for most of this, which is very interesting. Shoot blank. What's the choice? Gun versus incinerator. What was this scene? Oh, trash disposal. Right. Okay. Yeah, and then they said that we were poisoned, so we had to drink it. Oh, okay. Got it. Alright, so that makes a lot more sense of what's going on. Yeah, okay. Alright, I guess. I'm very surprised that is the part. Alright, let's get to the other ending. Let's choose the right one now. It's B. It's totally B. I'm just messing around with, like, whatever it was. Skipping all this, please.
これは
来たんですか、俊平くん。
もしかして茜も
What?
反応がなかったのは俺だけか。
Huh?
私と俊平くんだけが当たり。
Oh, that's interesting.
じゃあきっと。
茜
俺だけが痺れを感じることはなかった。だとすると。
So that's interesting. I didn't realize that. They do actually randomize it a little bit. So they randomized it where Junpei and Akane got the reaction, while previously Akane was the only one with the reaction. Wow, so it made the answer a little bit more harder. Okay, so Junpei and Akane got D. And, oh, wait, no, this one has a 2. Oh, no. Wait, no, I didn't get it because H. Right, so then it's D. It's gonna be D is the correct one. Okay, I was so worried because I was thinking that that I would get it wrong. But it's D. If they both got it, and that means it's D. Let's see. I mean, I need to get the right one now because I don't really have anything else more. Yeah, so that part is the same usually, so... Is that not it? Huh? What happened? Oh, Junpei's death, yeah, in the ice. So Carlos remembers Junpei's head getting chopped off in the pantry room, but that's not in this path, it's in a different game path.
すみませんでした。途中で倒れてしまって。
いや、茜のおかげで助かったようなもんだ。ありがとう。
それにしても解毒剤なんで6本もあったんだろうな。残りの3本は一体。
現在の死亡者をお知らせします。
Q team.
Q チーム
Everyone,
Q、
yeah.
ミラ、エリック
Yep.
以上3名が死亡しました。よってこれより3つの X パスを公開します。愛、キル、フール
I killed the
以
fool!
上です。
Q チーム
Yeah, this
全
is...
員が。
I'm guessing this is the path where Q team was voted off to death. Because judging from the flow, I do not see a single, like, Q team path so far off of this whole branching tree. So I'm assuming that these two teams are the only ones trying to keep each other afloat, essentially. Carlos and C team and D team are trying to keep each other afloat in this one particular branch of the flow. So it's kind of interesting that Q team was already voted off and dead for this particular branch. So, or maybe it's a surprise. Who knows? Maybe it's a surprise, and they're hiding some of the Q team stuff in the little question mark stuff. But I can't be certain because I'm not the ones to. I mean, I don't know what exactly is what's going to push us into the certain paths so far, because it's been kind of hidden for us to know if we should just progress by clicking onto the certain stuff on the floor or not. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
なんてひどいこと。よりによって9まで。あいつは目が見えず耳も聞こえない。そんなやつを容赦なく処刑しちまうなんて。今生き残ってるのは俺たち C チームと D チームだけか。
Yep.
いえ、待ってください。もしかしたら D チームも危険かも。
Yeah.
カルロスさん、純平君、今すぐこの薬を持ってラウンジへ。
おい、一体どういう。
Because
説
they're
明は
poisoned
後です。
too.
早く。
Because they're poisoned too. I mean, they're poisoned too because we're the only remaining teams, right? So Zero would want both teams
これ
to.
は解毒剤です。飲んでください。茜か。
ゼロの言葉を思い出して気づいたんです。毒物を投与されたのは私たち C チームだけではないと。
このまま何もしなければ君たち6人は眠りにつくどころか一生目覚めない体となるだろう。
Ah, he gave us a hint.
そうか。そういや確かに6人って言ってたな。
ですが Q チームはもう。
すると残りの3人は
D チームってことになる。
Go, go.
無事に届いてくれればいいんだが。
っていうか間に合うのか。
今はただ祈るしかありません。
間に合ってくれるように。それとも
間に合わなかったら死亡者の数は6人になる。そういうことだろう。
純平君。
冗談だよ。まるで母さんみたいだな、茜は。
That should be the end of the path, right? Yeah, just finishing up a little conversation and then we.
カルロスさん、なんだか顔色が悪いみたいですけど。さっきの毒、まだ体に残ってるんじゃ。
いや、違う。そうじゃないんだ。
Sorry, pause, but technically, I think I know what happens. I think the reminiscing of Carlos remembering Junpei's head getting cut off in a different branch probably unlocks the path of whatever that ending is, because I know we have locks under the 2 endings of the head cut off, so maybe there might be something to it after the scene is done, maybe.
もしかして D チームのことが気になるのか。
順平、前もって言っておくが、気分を害したらすまない。実はさっきある光景が脳裏をよぎってな。
ある光景？
食料庫の中で順平の体がバラバラに。
カルロス、お前って何言ってんだよ。俺の体は5体満足。頭も手足もしっかりとついてるぜ。
もしかしたら未来の光景だったのかも。
バカな、そんなことあるわけないだろ。
確かにそれは未来の光景ではないと思います。未来じゃなくてどこか別の歴史の。
別の歴史？
純平君は知ってるでしょ、携帯形成場仮説のこと。私たちが認識できない別の次元に情報の媒質となる特殊なフィールドが存在する、そういう仮説のことです。カルロスさんはおそらくそのフィールドを介して別の歴史のビジョンを。
She's right.
そんな。
カルロスさん、投票の時に言いましたよね。死神が待ち構えている道とそうでない道がわかると。
ああ、だがあれはただの直感のことで。
本当ですか？
何が言いたい？
カルロスさんは消防士。これまでに何度も火災現場で危機的な状況を経験してきたはず。右に進むべきか、左に進むべきか、上に登るべきか、引き返すべきか。その度にあなたは別の歴史のビジョンを見てきたのではないですか。どの部屋に助けを待っている人がいて、どの扉を開ければ灼熱の炎が噴き出すか。あなたはそのビジョンを通して知っていた。
Really?
携帯形成場仮説。茜、どうしてそんなこと？
私にも同じ能力があるからです。それからここにいる淳平くんにも。私、その力のおかげで淳平くんに命を助けられたことがあるんです。
That's true.
過去の話だ。
Long time ago.
あれ以来俺は一度も使えていない。現に今だって。
Oh, we're gonna get knocked out.
翔くん、地獄の底から蘇った気分はどうかな？
ゼロ。
さあ、間もなく就寝の時刻だ。次に目覚めた時、君たちはここで起きた90分の出来事を全て忘れているだろう。
True.
では、良い夢を。
You Can't believe we just get knocked out like that. I mean, I was expecting that to be the case. And then completion of the thing. Down the hatch, achievement unlocked. So getting the correct antidote gave us that achievement. Alright, so we cleared out the poison story section, so that's that. Sorry, I made a big sound there. I want to see the flow, actually. That's what I was curious about. Does that mean that the flow that we... Oh, no, we haven't unlocked it yet. No, the flow I was thinking about was... the sword fighting one, I think? Yeah, this one. I guess we don't get to see this yet, so we probably still haven't found out the one we need to look for, I guess, yet. Yeah, okay, I guess. Alright, so that will be it for Team C. We don't have anything else we can do for now. And we're still... Sorry, we're still locked out of 5 of these, so I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that kind of sucks a little bit. Oh, I didn't mean to go there. Yes, I want to go back to my game. I didn't even decide to go there right now anyways. Alright, so now that we've been through that, I'm going to go back to Team Q, obviously, because that's the only choice that or this is the way I'm usually going for it, so it's just to go to the next team after finishing one of the team stuff. I want to continue this or start this. Mira's actually knocked out for this one, so it's only Eric and Q that will be around to do whatever we're doing here. Sorry, I'm just like... My camera looks kind of like it's shortening on me. Or lower than usual. But anyways, I'm probably starting this one. And then we'll make our way a little bit into this puzzle room, maybe? Or maybe if the scene plays long enough, hopefully I can start the puzzle in the next episode instead of this episode. But we'll see. We'll see how far this scene goes. Because I don't know how long these scenes usually last for. But we're going to continue into Team Q anyways, in reality, so... Or maybe I might read the documentation stuff, the files, before ending. Pop off. Okay, sure. Time to pop off. Alright. Q?
ここは
ポッドルームだったかな、確か。
Oh, the pod room.
マップにはそう書いてあったはずだ。
でもポッドなんてどこにも。
それよりミラはどこだ？
え？
Probably in the pod.
ミラだよ。どこにいる？
そんなこと僕に聞かれても。
知らないっていうのか？くそ。まさかあのゼロってやつに許さないぞ。
This guy's crazy.
ミラは俺だけの天使なんだ。
Seriously?
開け。
エリック、落ち着いてよ。
Yeah.
落ち着いてなんかいられるか。ミラは今もたった一人で泣いているかもしれないっていうのに。
No, she's not. From the previous show, she's sleeping.
エリック、こういう時こそ冷静にならなきゃダメだよ。むやみに暴れたって体力を消耗するだけだ。お願いだよ、エリック。
You're sweating, buddy.
分かってる。分かってるんだよ。そんなこと。でも、いても立ってもいられないんだ。ミラが、俺の大切な人が、辛い思いをしてるんじゃないかって思うと。
僕だって同じだよ。
Huh?
ミラやエリックがひどい目に遭うなんて嫌だ。
Huh.
そんなの考えただけでも辛くなる。僕には記憶がない。自分が誰かもわからないし、大切な人がいたのかどうかも覚えてない。エリックたちにとっては出会ったばかりの怪しい他人なのかもしれないけど、今の僕にとってはここにいるみんなが全てなんだ。だから僕はみんなのこと大切な人なんだって思いたい。嫌いじゃなくて好きでいたいんだ。だってそうじゃなきゃ悲しすぎるから。
さっきは悪かったよ。怒鳴ったりして。お前の言う通り冷静にならなきゃダメだよな。
エリック。
さあ、一刻も早くここを出る方法を探そう。協力してくれるか。
もちろんだよ。
Just so random to be like, let's shake hands on trying to get the hell out of here and fight Mira. See? Oh, way out. You know what's surprising? I think this is a double whammy puzzle room flow, because it seems like we're gonna do one puzzle and then another puzzle right after that. Because once we find Mira, I think that's the second puzzle room that exists in this path, I guess. Yeah, quite the interesting stuff, but it's very minimalistic. Like, there's not a lot you can look at to kind of examine. So I'm assuming that we're just gonna get what we can here, I guess. Hopefully there's an extra... Yep, there's an extra cinema file to read. Okay, let's read all of this, and then I'll probably end the episode, unfortunately, because I want to keep the puzzle kind of separate in the puzzles. Like, I want the puzzle rooms not to be like... I want the puzzle rooms to be like a single episode, so that it would be more consistent for people to look into the rooms in general. I don't like that the openers will get cut off from wherever it is, but unfortunately my series is kind of a Let's Play series, so you're gonna have to follow through to however it is. But for people who like wants to look for a walkthrough, to look for explanations or whatever, it's kind of inconsistent for me personally, which is kind of sad, but it's whatever, I guess. Crash Keys, a secret organization created by Akane Kurashiki. Their ultimate goal is to create a better future. Akane's brother, Aoi, is a second in command and is assisting her from outside. That's where I'm kind of curious. Why wouldn't they like put Santa, aka Aoi, into this whole mess? Because you're missing an opportunity to present existing characters into this. I think I might have talked about this. I don't know why I forget, but it just felt like we should have had Santa and Clover as the characters instead of Eric and Mira. But I guess they need some kind of character to look like Mira, because almost every game so far has like a character with a very scantily clothed like outfitting kind of thing. I don't know. It's just kind of like Stabat Mater Dolorosa. I think that's what I don't know how to speak Latin. I'm surprised that Latin is still being a thing today. I thought Latin was a lost language for some dumb reason, but I found out it's not. It's being taught in some places, so it's kind of interesting. From a Latin hymn, it roughly translates to "the sorrowful mother stood." I feel like this has something to do with Eric and Mira. Like, the reason why Eric and Mira are being, like, almost like this centerpiece of the story, or why they exist, sounds like there's something to do with Zero. Like, it's weird to me, because it seems like they brought up about a sorrowful mother, they brought up about how there's a killer with a wife killing themselves or whatever. Like, it feels weirdly, strangely similar to what their situation is, where Mira is now known to be the one who kills people and takes their heart. So it's kind of, she's like the serial killer in disguise. So it's kind of weird and interesting. Language Center. The popularity held belief is that our language center resides in the left side of the brain, but the recent research has revealed that the side differs among individuals. Roughly 30 to 50% of those are with their language center is in the right hemisphere ended up left-handed. I'm not left-handed, so I'm right-handed, so I guess I'm not that percentage, I guess. While only a small percentage are right-handed. Oh, okay, never mind then. The side containing the language center is called the major hemisphere. Okay. No clue. No clue. Antidote. Hint. Wait, why did you give me a hint? Why did you give me a hint? Okay, so this is a chart to what would have been for my antidote thing? Yeah, so I guess if you look at the ones are the ones that tell you who would get what. So I guess it helps, I guess. I mean, it's interesting that it was random at that point. So I do think that it was nice that they did that to help build out the randomness a little bit. So, alright. I am unfortunately ending a little bit early today in this episode. I was thinking I was not going to do that, but unfortunately we're at a point where I don't want to spend too much time on putting into the puzzle. Maybe we could examine maybe one object, but I don't want to because that makes me feel like I'm not going to be able to say the next episode is that puzzle room. So I'd rather not do anything here because I don't want to examine and then get ahead of myself with the puzzle for the next episode. So unfortunately, ending this a little bit short and sadly not in a place where I wish I could be. Wait, did I erase my memo? I did. Okay. I wasn't sure if I had the memo erased. What's the status here anyways? Alive. So nobody knows. Nobody knows if they're dead or not. Okay. I thought there was going to be some sort of thing that was already marked for us here. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night or whenever watching this. We're probably around halfway point already. More than halfway point. I think we're like at the 60% mark is what my brain says, looking at the flow chart. There are places I can continue off of still. And there are some cases where I don't need to continue off of yet because I got locked from whatever the scene is missing for playing to progress that particular branch. So, yeah. Otherwise, I think that there's not much I can say right now. I want to hold back my opinions, my thoughts. I am building one in my head as I go. And I already have a somewhat solid foundation of what I feel like saying about the game in terms of how I feel about this game. I would still give a hint that I don't think this is better than the first two games, unfortunately. It's actually the weakest one, in my opinion, out of the 3 games in the series of Zero Escape. And is it worth playing? I guess. Depends. I don't know. I'm waiting to see if there's a big ending point to make this game very special, like a closer special for the first 2 games. But so far I have no idea yet because we're still in the middle of it all, so yeah, anything can happen and anything can change, my opinion. But otherwise, I think that it's just the weakest so far in terms of the story and the structure and the... I wouldn't say the puzzle. The puzzle's not bad. I think the puzzles are pretty good, or decent at least. Some of them are miscommunicating still or confusing. So I kind of think that those are like the weaker puzzle a little bit. But then again, who knows? But otherwise, yeah, that'll be it for this episode. I'm going to close a little bit early, tiny little bit early, and because it looks like we're almost at 30 mark, and I'm speaking long enough to get there. But yeah, see you guys in the next one anyways, or another video of mine. So hope you guys have a great, amazing day. Good night to everyone watching this. Next episode, let's go ahead and do the pod room here and see where it takes us, and then find Mira, and then solve that puzzle room, and then see where it takes us for this flow. I don't even know where we're at in the flow chart, so we'll check that out when we finish this whole flow at the very least. So, on that, Roz, out.